Hey everybody, welcome back to Hawkeye Skunk Works, and it's 5 o'clock out night, and so it's pitch black. Thank you, daylight savings time. Not, but anyway, let's talk about the current project for the Explorer. This is going to be my roof basket, or rather platform. I'm not going to put a railing around it at this time. It's made out of 3/4 inch conduit, steel conduit. Welded it together. This is going to be the front, obviously. It's going to mount to my factory cross members. I'm going to bolt it. I drilled some holes through the rails. I'm going to bolt it on with some stainless hardware and some rubber washers and grommets and stuff. I'm going to get a piece of smoked plexiglass to come across here as kind of a, I don't know, I guess I would call it a wind deflector. And I'm going to weld this expanded steel onto it, which is my next step. I gotta grind that all down, get it cleaned up for the welds. And yeah, so I just used a hand bender for the conduit, and I used 10-foot lengths. And what I did was, I'll try to show you, I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not. Right here's, I joined the two pieces together. Sorry the lighting's so bad, we'll get some better footage in the daylight after it's all finished and painted. But I used steel, the steel conduit connectors instead of those cast zinc ones, and I just used the screws in them to get my sizing all set, and then of course I ground it down and welded it all together. So I hit this thing with a little weldable primer, and I got my vice grips. We're going to clamp this expanded steel on, and we're going to get it welded together. And we're back. I got the roof basket all painted. I threw some Rust-Oleum on it because I didn't want to go too crazy on the finish, because I know for a fact that once I get this mounted and probably start putting some things on it, I'm most likely going to want to make some changes to it, cut it, grind on it, and modify it. So I didn't want to get too good of a finish on it, and since it is winter here in Iowa, it's actually Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas. And so it's gonna get rusty before spring anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, had the propane heater going, ran out of propane, as you can see, so I'm gonna have to go to the store later for some more of that. I put some new lights up in the garage and rearranged some more, so I apologize for that one, but that puts a lot of light out and it's great. I got off-road podcast going on in the background, some coffee, and let's get this thing mounted. Let me show you a couple things first. Alright, so here's the roof basket. More to come on the wreath later, hopefully. Anyway, I got some flashing here. This is a template more than anything else on my how my wind deflector is going to be. I got some black Allen head screws with some stainless finish washers there, and then put riv nuts in to keep that all steady. Something that I didn't plan on, but I totally should have known, is when I welded the expanded steel, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, it warped, which duh. But I also figure that when I put stuff on it and throwing things on it, it's going to stretch and deform anyway. If I had to do it over, instead of welding it all on, I'd probably just use pop rivets and fender washers, but, you know, whatever. I got some foam weather stripping, adhesive weather stripping that I'll probably put on underneath some of the bars wherever it comes in contact with the roof rack up here. And yeah, I went to the junkyard and got a third bar just for some more support, and I got them spaced out pretty evenly. Let's go ahead and throw the basket on there and we'll start bolting it down, and I'll kind of show you how I'm bolting it on. Alright, so we got the weather stripping on for the crossbars. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but yeah, the crossbars from side to side, just so that the bars from the roof rack have a little cushion. I didn't do it on this over here, around the sides, and I will show you why when I put the hardware in. Okay, so this is how I'm mounting it. I've got 3 1/4-20 stainless bolts on each side. I just drilled right through the factory side rail. I've got the bolt, a fender washer, a rubber washer, a thicker rubber washer in the middle. That's kind of all my bushing and shock absorber material, and a washer and a nylock nut on the bottom. Side note, getting those nuts on there was a pain in the butt, so you can always take a wrench, put a piece of tape on it, and it'll hold it up in there for you to get your bolts started. So I'm going to go cinch those down, and we'll take a look at it when it's all done. And it's on. Pretty happy with it. You can see it there, and like I said, that wind deflector on the front is basically just a template. Probably actually going to I'm gonna order a piece of Kydex, imagine that, to use as the wind shield there. I think it'll flex good when I need it to, because obviously nothing's perfectly straight on there, and it should hold up to the heat and the cold really well. And yeah, easy to I can fit it, I can sand on it, cut on it, and so it should be pretty happy. I'm gonna add some more weather stripping, I think, around on the 4 corners that's kind of coming into contact with the factory roof rack. But I'm gonna drive it for a couple days, listen for any creaks, rattles, and stuff like that. Actually, I put a full-size shovel on there. Let me show you guys. Put a full-size shovel on there. It's not mounted or anything, but it gives you an idea of how big it is. Just gonna use like U-bolts to mount what I need when I need to do it, and wing nuts, bungee cords, ratchet straps. I only really plan on putting stuff up there when I'm doing a trip, and so it doesn't need to be super like locked on. I don't want to say secure, because obviously it needs to be secure, but it doesn't need to be anti-theft so much, because on a trip I'm going to be with the vehicle most of the time. So yeah, if you have any questions on how I did it, I think I've got like $30 into it. The stainless hardware would cost the most out of anything, and the spray paint. But anyway, it's cold. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Stay tuned for more great videos. Thanks for stopping by. Give it a thumbs up if you are so inclined. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, check out all of our other social media. Hawkeye Skunkworks across all of the platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and thank you. Have a good night.